This country's taken some hits lately. But when we get hit and are down, we don't stay down. We get up and we hit back with our fists or our nunchucks. And then, when we're done hitting and we're tired, because nunchucking can wear a guy out, we sit down on a couch. An American couch. A Couchtown couch.
Yo, that does suck, man.
We got cut off. I'm not sure why.
Yeah, everybody apologized for that. But, I didn't know if anybody could still hear us because we kept talking. You see Crazy Lady's in. Hey, Crazy Lady, what's up, hon?
Yeah, we were on the phone with
Could
Elgato
you still hear us
Corey.
before when we were talking, Crazy Lady? When we were talking before? Because on our end, it showed, Elgato was on and everybody. Oh, very good. She got the shirt.
Good to hear it. Glad you got your t-shirt,
You like it?
Crazy Lady.
Do you like it? Oh, so she did hear Elgato and everybody.
Elgato.
So, but it showed on our end. It showed on our end that everybody got disconnected.
Yeah, Corey White and Elgato.
That everybody got disconnected except you were on, but and the meter was still running. But
yep. And then all of a sudden you weren't on anymore.
Yeah. So we just figured we would end it and then restart it, which leads us to this moment.
And Crazy Lady said, I got kicked. There you go. Yeah, that's weird.
Oh.
No,
Did get kicked.
We were thinking at first, we had it happen before. We assumed it was because we were on Google Chrome, so we switched to Firefox. Well, we were on Firefox.
Yeah.
So
I actually rebooted the PC before tonight's episode. What's up, SPR sub?
Yeah, thanks for joining us, SPR sub.
But yeah, that's I went and rebooted because I don't want any issues like we just had.
Yeah, that's
so
weirdness.
It booted and it still had them. So who the heck knows?
So how annoying.
It is. So hopefully Elgato comes back.
Yeah, hoping so. And of course Corey. But it's always good to hear from Elgato.
And Humble Dog.
And Humble Dog, exactly.
Yeah, let me see. Can I?
I don't know.
Co-host. Let me see if I. No, I don't want to invite that guy. No.
Okay, yeah.
But it's okay. Anyway, sorry everybody. Humble Dog, thanks. Yeah, it showed that everybody got disconnected on our end. Like Jolene was saying before, and I apologize for repeating myself, but we would always use Google Chrome, but we were having problems with it, so we switched to Firefox just for the show. And it seemed to be working fine, but tonight it just kind of went haywire, and it looked like it kicked everybody off. But where it says on air and the number or the timer, it kept going. So I'm like, all right, so it's cool. But then it's still. Oh, she got her little deaf dog back. That's cool.
That's wonderful, Crazy Lady. How's your little deaf dog doing? And what's your little deaf dog's name again? I think you told us.
It doesn't matter. She could call it anything.
Oh. And Crazy Lady said, I say mine, but I say mine, but he mine now, her hero. Oh.
Why's her hero?
I'm glad you got
I thought I was your hero.
Oh,
But how's that shirt, though? You like it? I'm glad you like it.
Well, hoping you like. She didn't say she liked it yet.
Yes, she did. Yeah, she did. You're not a very good listener.
No, I'm not a good listener.
No, someone's not a good listener tonight.
I missed it. And Crazy Lady said, yes, I do like the shirt. Glad you do like it.
It's not too tight or anything?
Yeah, because the shirts do run small.
Yeah, I forgot what size I sent. Again, I know they run so, you could wear a 4XL and it'd be a small.
Huh.
All right, look at that.
It fits. Oh, that's good news. Oh, which, by the way, if you're listening to us right now on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Amazon Podcasts, iTunes, eBooks, there's so many different podcasting outlets. We love you. Thank you for being our listeners. We appreciate you so much. But the way Timmyboy here puts it, if you're not listening to us on Podbean, you're getting sloppy seconds because we only do our live episodes more than once a week on Podbean. Podbean is a free app you can download, or you could go to podbean.com. It's free. Again, like I said, it's free. You sign up for it. You sign up for our podcast. You'll be notified when we're on live. And if you want to join in, you can type in comments. You can call in. Like on the first edition of tonight's episode, before everybody got kicked off, we were on the phone with Corey and we were on the phone with Elgato. You can call in and talk to us.
And I hope Elgato calls back. And Humble Dog.
Hoping so, exactly.
Oh, Humble Dog's here.
Yeah. And it's not sure what happened. And Crazy Lady said Hero didn't come back with his collar or harness that light up, so I need to find those again. I got to get a tracker for him and some bells. That's a good idea.
Go to that AliExpress and get a tracker. You could get them there pretty cheap, but you just have to recharge them every few days.
That's good to know.
Yeah. Yeah. Go to that website. It might take you 6 weeks to get, but you'll get it really cheap.
That's cool. And Crazy Lady liked the show. Thank you for liking the show, Crazy Lady.
And I meant to tell Cubella to get Corey back.
There you go. I guess because hopefully they get back on it a bit. And Humble Dog says best tracker is FI.
What's that?
I'd imagine it's the brand name.
I don't know.
Yeah. Do you for that? How do you get that? Do you order it online? Is there a particular location you go to get FI? I mean, of course, you can get anything online anymore.
FBI. Da, 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 da.
That's it. I'm curious.
FI.
FI. I hadn't heard of that before.
Corey Knight, what's up, bud?
Thanks for joining us.
Yeah,
again.
I was gonna say that when Cubella K8 was just in here, and I was gonna say to have her tell you that on our end, everybody was on, and then everybody was off.
Yeah, everybody got kicked off.
And then said, all right, you know what? We're just going to start again.
Yep. Yes, we ended the episode and we came back. And Humble Dog says it's a great brand, and Crazy Lady says I will look into it. And Humble Dog said anywhere, Amazon, the company site. Okay.
Yeah, I would take Humble Dog's word for it.
It's true, and Crazy Lady knows it real expensive. Okay, Corey Knight's calling in again. All right, Corey Knight, hello again.
What's up, Mr. Knight?
Hi, how are you? I was going to ask you, how late are you guys going to be on tonight?
Oh, probably, I think, until about 10.
Oh, no, it's 10 minutes. Probably till 10:30.
Can I take a quick shower and come back? And
no.
Stay on?
No, that's if you
no,
need
but
to
I'm saying
shower,
we'll probably be on
Corey.
until 10:30 because Jolyn has to get up at 5 for school and all that other fun stuff. But we'll be back on tomorrow night.
We will, for realsies.
And not so late.
Oh, and Crazy Lady said, is it real expensive? Well, it's one thing Tim was just saying. Humble Dog is the one to trust when it comes down to what's reliable. So even if it is expensive, I would think it would be worth it.
Right.
On SPR Sub, like the show. Thanks for liking the show.
Yes. What's up with them? How's SPR? What's the deal with them?
Hoping everything's fabulous.
I say them because I don't know if it's a man or woman.
There you go. And them and they, it's a safe pronoun.
It's funny how is it a cock?
Oh no. Crazy Lady said this is true. For Humble Dog's the one that's trustworthy for this. I'd imagine.
But then again, hey Jimmy, what's going on, bro?
Thanks for joining us, Jimmy.
Jimmy just popped in. Yeah, you see, I know I was following Jimmy.
Yeah.
I know for a fact I was.
Because I remember that wolf.
I know I was for a fact. And now it's showing me that I'm not. That's bull.
That's weird. And Jimmy said, I'm doing good. How are y'all? Well, now that we're following you again, we're doing well. I don't know what's going on with that.
We started an episode tonight, had everybody on, and all of a sudden everybody got dumped.
Yep.
On our end, it looked like anyway.
Exactly.
Yeah, exactly. Podbean acting up again. Acting a fool. Gonna have to go over there and give it a beat down.
Oh no! And Humble Dog liked the show. Thanks again, Humble Dog.
Jolene was like, I wonder what happened. Like, it's probably because I was saying Nazi. I said probably just kick this off.
Maybe I forget who I was gonna say. What you were calling some company a Nazi?
The company that Spotify was called Spotify Nazi.
Oh yeah, that's what it was because you said Spotify is a German company, and then Elgato because we were on the phone with Elgato, and Elgato was saying it's a Swedish company, and Tim said it's all the same.
So
Nazis.
it's close enough. So, oh yeah, see?
Crazy Lady said I lost everyone I was following.
See?
That is annoying. I wonder what the deal is with that.
They don't know how to do their upgrades or their migrations.
Is that what it is?
It's hard when you're moving stuff on servers and stuff.
Okay.
Hey, Luna, what's up, hon?
Good to see you. How are you and the family?
How's the little one? How's the little baby and the big titties?
There you go. And of course the mister. Good to see you, Luna. And Crazy Lady said they are haters, LOL. They're either haters or they're just I don't know, like what is it? Hot messes.
Who's haters?
She's saying I think Podbean are haters.
I believe it.
And Luna says baby's good. Tits in the way as always.
They're never they're never in the way if they're too big.
You know, it's funny. I always appreciate hearing this for women who have large breasts. They always say that they're in the way, and of course it hurts your back, and everybody else appreciates them. But if you have them, it's tough.
Right. Well, it's like that motorcycle I had. It's nice to have, but it's so
a gorgeous bike.
Knockouts every day.
There you go. And Jimmy says, I feel same here. I lost all the people I was following, and people who were following are no longer following me. And Luna says, knockouts every day. They go on knockouts with the with your large breasts.
With titties.
And Jimmy's saying, of course, issues with Podbean, with followers and following. So it's a tech issue, basically, is what you're saying, Tim.
Gotta be.
Okay.
They can't, some things do get lost, but not like this. This is bad.
Because it's something that is so consistently happening.
But it happens to everybody, so it's probably,
And Luna says Podbean glitches all the time. There you go. More.
And I noticed too, like, we've been on since whatever, 2018, 2019, whatever. I can't go all the way back to find out, how many people were listening certain months and certain weeks, the first few weeks and shit like that.
And Crazy Lady.
They don't lose the episodes, thank God.
Which is good. That's a plus.
Which,
and wait, Crazy Lady, you're saying you glitch daily as far as Podbean, or are you saying you personally glitch daily? And no judgment if that's the case, because I know I glitch all the time, so I'm not judging you at all for that.
And Luna is saying it's Podbean, and I agree. But her titties don't glitch.
There you go.
That's the important thing.
But Luna says they get in the way. And Crazy Lady said, I personally glitch. LOL. No judgment.
Keep the girls safe, Luna. Keep them girls safe.
Yeah, you seem really invested in Luna's
well, you know what's behind? She's wearing our shirts.
She is.
And I know she's wearing them proud.
I would imagine so. And Crazy Lady said slightly bent to left. That is fabulous, Crazy Lady. And Jimmy says, I'll be back. Gonna jump in the shower. Yeah, that's what Corey Knight just said that too. By all means, Jimmy, wash up.
Yeah, well, don't jump anywhere in the shower. You're gonna slip, bro.
That's a good point. That's good safety advice.
Give it to me.
Oh, that's funny.
I'll be your lifeguard in your bathroom. Hey! No jumping or running. Didn't I tell you last week? Put you in a timeout.
Oh, literally just said, speaking of shirts, did you mean to send me more shirts? LMAO.
Yeah, I did.
Oh, that's so true.
Because, like I said, they come in. Now they're the right ones. They came in on the back. The logos are on the back.
Yeah, not on the front.
Not on the front. But I know, especially in your case, people will be looking. She got the Grateful Dead and Bad Company coming in this weekend.
Really? Oh, that's I didn't know what that meant. Okay, that's cool. Yeah, because Crazy Lady just said we got Dead and Company this weekend. So
do you think that was literal terms?
I honestly didn't know what it
meant. Come on.
You
haven't done enough drugs. Stick with me,
it's funny. I never followed the Grateful Dead.
Neither have I, but I know English.
You know English. That's funny. And Crazy Lady said, yes, the band, and this is the last tour. Okay, and Lunar Lena said, okay, I was making sure because we got like 4 different sizes and 4 different colors, so I wasn't sure.
Well, yeah, because I was going to let you take the ones you wanted, and I know your fella may have wanted one, and I didn't know if you were in touch with Lizzie White, if you wanted to give her, I knew, or I was assuming you knew somebody you could give them to, or am I not remembering that right? Or you could keep all 4 of them, just, if the titties are big, just make sure you're wearing the front-facing ones, so when people look at the tatas, they're looking at, our show.
You're a marketing
And you
pro.
could say, and you could.
And Crazy Lady said, LOL, and literally says, you know what they say about making assumptions. There you go. And Crazy Lady says, I don't do white. I am a dirty girl.
I don't do white. I didn't say a white shirt. I don't think I ordered any white shirts.
Oh, that's funny. Whereas I was thinking white as far as.
Oh.
I was gonna say going skiing.
Okay.
Fun trips. Like you mentioned drug usage.
Okay. Yeah, I
so much energy.
I used to do pretty much anything that wasn't nailed down, except for the chasing the dragon.
And that's all right. And Luna says same, LOL. And Crazy Lady says LOL. That's all right. I was gonna say chasing the dragon. I never had any appeal to trying that, just because I understand.
Well, somebody gave it to me once, and they told me it was THC, and just snort it, and I did it, and wow.
Oh man, how did that feel? Man, that's something, because it's the whole just wow.
Yeah, wow.
I'm glad I never tried it.
Yeah.
I have no interest.
Once I saw that person again. Anyway.
Well, even
the dragon. Okay, but still, I've never chased a dragon. But again, somebody had said to me once, "Oh, here, this white powder, it's THC. It's like getting high without the smoke and stuff." I'm like, "Oh, yeah, sure, I'll try it." And I was just like, "Wow." And then
just wow.
A few days later, it's like, "Oh no, it's heroin." I'm like, "Mother."
Yeah.
Fucker. And then.
You think this is funny? Yeah.
Then shit got real after that.
I would imagine so.
Especially for him.
Crazy Lady said, the dragon is deadly. Exactly.
Beat him like he stole something.
Well, he more than earned it, considering.
Fucking damn right.
Well, it's the same kind of thing. Never had any interest in trying meth. Same reason either.
I've absolutely tried meth.
Oh, man. Lunar Lena said, dragon is deadly. THC is not.
I know,
but
if you're thinking you're snorting THC, you don't do shrooms, Crazy Lady?
Yeah. Because Crazy Lady said, I only do weed.
Or DMT?
Right. And Lunar Lena said, Crazy Lady, me too. And Crazy Lady, now.
Or DMT or any of the mushrooms?
It's cool. I'm loving that, MDMA or psilocybin, I think as a whole, is beginning to become a little bit more mainstream as far as being accepted.
Especially after Canada, they're doing some good research. I actually bought a bunch of stocks. They won a few stocks.
That's excellent, because it's apparently quite helpful, or at least it's been shown in studies to be quite helpful for PTSD. And Crazy Lady said, no, I'm afraid that my brain will stay stuck.
What, you've never done DMT? Wow.
Yeah, it's something I doubt. Your brain, I don't think your brain would stay stuck. From what I understand, like with DMT and MDMA, it's the whole thing with it. It is temporary. And Crazy Lady said, I have traumatic brain damage. Okay, that's all right. It's a safety thing. That's a perfectly good reason not to do anything. You don't know how it's going to affect you. Like I know my best friend doesn't smoke weed because she has some mental health and mood disorders, and she said, I'm afraid of how it's going to affect me. So that's a perfectly valid reason not to do anything.
Yeah, I have no judgment.
Exactly. And Crazy Lady said, so no shrooms for me. That's okay, Crazy Lady. And Luna Lena said, I'm not interested in hallucinogens. That's okay. And Crazy Lady said, anymore. Okay, so you're saying, did you do shrooms before, Crazy Lady?
I remember Pam gave me some, and when I was on my motorcycle.
Oh, yeah.
And I'm like, I'll take it, because I really don't get off on shrooms. I took it on my motorcycle. I'm like, oh, this is so fucking awesome.
Say that.
And you were still at work. I'm like, oh my God, I'm going to ride my motorcycle more.
That's funny. Crazy Lady said, oh yeah, I giggle a lot. That's all right. Those sound like happy trips. That doesn't sound like bad things.
Yeah. So.
That's funny. That's all right.
A lot of women get horny on weed.
You know what? I've heard that.
Yep.
But I don't know. I never really experienced it myself.
No. Like
but then it's I suppose again it's different for everybody.
Yeah. Let's see. I think this is it. Cybin. Cybin.
Okay.
Cybin. Yeah. Cybin.com.
And Crazy Lady said, weed brings down my pain levels. That's excellent. Glad that it helps. Yeah, it's a safer choice than, again, like opioids. And Crazy Lady said, and look, my husband lives another day thanks to weed. Yeah, there you go.
You could deal with them, right?
Exactly.
I'll type in the website, but you should check it out. As far as investing goes, I'm saying.
There you go.
Oh, just forget about that space.
Yeah, there's no
space between a C and Y.
Okay, and Luna said, Crazy Lady speaks my language, LOL. And Crazy Lady said nobody was injured.
No animals were harmed during the filming of this episode.
Animals, including husbands.
Yeah.
Sounds like you've got this figured out, Crazy Lady. Oh man, that is too funny. And Crazy Lady said, weed makes me able to deal with stupid people. That's all right.
Yeah.
That's another good reason for it.
Yeah, it's true.
I mean, some people, of course, can't even handle weed. I mean, it's not even a handling thing. There's some mental health issues or some mental health diseases that actually, like, schizophrenia is one of them, where they can they can smoke or consume marijuana for a certain amount of time, and they're fine, and they're fine, and they're fine, and then eventually they're not fine anymore. It's not a permanent thing,
right?
But it's something. It eventually leads to a state of psychosis. It's temporary, but it's a state of psychosis nonetheless. And I've seen this firsthand. There's psychosis phase, and there's something terrifying about it. It's almost a glazed look. The eyes are wide, and the mouth is open, and they're talking absolute nonsense. We're talking like this is beyond. I know schizophrenia is known for hallucinating and all of that, but no, this is way beyond that. And it's the whole thing about seeing things that aren't there, seeing people that aren't there, hearing people that aren't there. It's something I didn't know. I thought that, weed was the one thing, like, oh, it doesn't hurt anybody. That's the only time I've heard before. I think it's schizophrenia and bipolar disorder. There too, that you may be able to use it for a while, but then eventually you're not going to be able to. But I'm glad that it's better than no issues for you, Crazy Lady. It really seems to help you. Of course, keeps you cool and deals with your pain.
And it's an easy way to,
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, and Crazy Lady said, oh, it does. That is excellent.
Yeah. Yes.
I think so.
But yeah, it's let's see. Oh, what were you saying before?
I don't know what I was saying before at this point. Just a moment. I was looking for I had it here. Just a second. I had my list of things to talk about. Oh yeah, that's what it was. In northern China, actually, what at this point is considered the oldest large town has been found, an ancient large town from the Bronze Age. Wait, and Crazy Lady said, sometimes if I smoke a joint, it stops my brain from malfunctioning. There you go. That is excellent.
It is.
That is really excellent. I'm happy to hear it helps you so much. Okay, let me find this. I had it here. Of course, I had the app. Not the app. I had the email open, and then all of a sudden it wasn't open, and I was on a new one. Just a second. But yeah, it was very cool. There's this town, and it's the largest one that's been found by archaeologists at this point in northern China from the Bronze Age.
LeBron.
The Bronze.
Oh, LeBron.
Not LeBron. Not LeBron James.
The guy's annoying.
You think LeBron James is annoying?
Nah, I don't know. Kind of sometimes.
That's one thing. That's the first time I ever heard him referred to.
Well, you know what? He's just sometimes gets to be too much.
Really?
He's a big baby sometimes.
Oh.
Or maybe
how do you think
it could be me?
There you go. That's the case.
It has to be somebody else.
It couldn't possibly be you.
No. Being a big baby. I'm not a big baby. I'm not.
Who's not a baby? That is funny. Oh, man. All right. Oh, in just a second. I'm still looking for this email. I had it here. But it was I found that really, really interesting. I remember reading this. It was saying, again, this is a town from the Bronze Age, which is mad cool. And there are some other like towns from also the Bronze Age, generally surrounding area. This is the largest one that's ever been found.
Mm-hmm.
And they found, I remember there are some tombs that they can tell were actually the tombs of leaders of the community, because there were things within these tombs that normal, everyday people, like peasants, wouldn't have access to.
Right.
So they could tell just like it was a really, really organized community, which I think is pretty cool.
I just put another website in.
Okay.
Another stock that has good potential, I think.
All right. Reunion Numero. Okay. Reunionnumero.com. And Lunar Lena says, who you calling a peasant? Not you, Lunar Lena.
Not you, your queen, your majesty.
That is it. Yeah, I was just saying about, and I'm still trying to find this. I had the email open, and now I don't see it. It's really quite annoying. So I'm searching through all my emails to find it. But there's that, again, that town, which that's really fascinating. So these, now the Bronze Age, I'm actually not really sure when the Bronze Age happened. Luna says, I mean, you're not wrong, but still, with a laughing emoji. That is it. Okay, just a second. Oh, I've got to be getting close. Come on.
Gotta get a better system there, cowboy.
I do. You're right. I do have to. It was open and then it wasn't open, which is very, very annoying. Okay.
Yep.
I will find it eventually.
Yep.
And it's going to come up.
Anyway.
Yes, anyway, indeed.
You want to do the Britney thing? I thought it was funny.
Oh, there you go. I'd actually, at the beginning of the episode, I had mentioned that Tim had brought it up to me shortly before we started the first edition of this episode, the first half of this episode, that Britney Spears was actually slapped by a security member of the Spurs, the NBA team. She actually had, here, just a moment.
Didn't she say, hit me, baby, one more time?
That's what Tim had said. Exactly. And I said, oh, no. Yeah, what it was.
Make up your mind, Britney.
Yeah, now the Spurs security had said that Britney Spears had grabbed Victor Wembanyama's arm. Now, if you don't know, Victor Wembanyama is an NBA player. He plays for the Spurs. The security had said she grabbed his arm. Now, mind you, Britney Spears said she tapped his arm. But yeah, security had responded by slapping her.
She touched his cloak.
Or smacking her.
His cloak.
That is, and I'm just thinking.
She touched Jesus' cloak. How dare she?
I would imagine that Wembanyama can play like nobody's business, but I would think it's Britney Spears is an icon.
But isn't it like the security's fault, not Britney's?
What, you think not to know
because she got that close?
Oh, yeah, I could see that.
Or she said, hey, she said, hit me one more time, so I'm just doing what she wants anyway.
Oh, no.
Does she know what she wants?
I don't know.
Does she?
I don't know.
I'm asking you what's
My opinion doesn't matter. It's, yeah. Oh, man.
Yeah, this is the one I was really looking at, numinous.com. I think they do a lot of work with psilocybin, and their stocks are really cheap.
Okay.
And their research pretty on point. Like if you go to the website, you look go to their pipeline and therapy services and clinical trials, and they fucking seem like they got it going on.
That's cool. That's really cool.
But time will tell.
It's true. Oh, next year. I'm going to look someplace else for it.
Baby, one more time.
Oh, man. That is funny.
Do you really want an issue? I don't want to be your paper again. Oh, no problem. Say Mom called.
Oh, this is something, and Crazy Lady said, yeah, sorry, Mom called. That is
So how's she doing anyway? How's your mom?
And Crazy Lady is calling in.
Hey, what's going on, hon?
How you doing, Crazy Lady?
I'm tired of texting. I'm doing well. How are you guys doing?
Doing good,
We're
hon.
doing well. It's good to hear from you.
Yeah, this is the first time this week you guys have been on, correct?
Yeah, because of the holiday.
Okay. Oh, okay. Well, I was like freaking out because I was like trying to keep an eye on when you guys like would show up, and I haven't seen you. I'm like, oh my god, I want to make sure they, I got the shirt and stuff.
Sorry to do that to you.
Oh, yeah.
Oh no, it's okay. It's okay. It's all good.
It's always good to see you.
It feels nice. I mean, I'm not saying we did that on purpose, but it feels nice that you were like, oh my god, something happened to him.
It's nice to be missed.
Yeah,
I wasn't at that point yet, because
right. I do know we know, like when people disappear, like Lizzie White. I'm like, what the hell?
Yeah, hoping she's doing okay.
Yeah.
Oh, and
I don't like when people,
I'm sorry.
I don't like when people just disappear off of where they've been active, and it's like because you wonder, it's like God, I wonder if everything's okay,
Yeah,
right,
exactly.
right.
Are you all right? Are you safe? And Lunar Lena says
I'm
I haven't seen her. And Lunar Lena says I haven't seen her in a long time. Yeah. Oh yeah, but yeah, we're hoping Lizzie White is safe too because we haven't seen her in ages at this point.
I'm trying to remember when I last saw her.
Yeah, it's been.
It'll come to me.
Yeah, it's been a while.
Oh my God, we got cops all over the place. The alphabet gangs here, and I tell you what, if you want to leave camping, you can leave it. Check it out. When you come back, your shit's getting searched again.
Really?
Like pat down. Yes, like pat down. Okay. Yeah, because we're not. It's like the CEO said, we're not going to take this anymore. You know what? You can go do you guys' foolery elsewhere, but we're going to make sure everybody's safe.
Sure.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Well, that's just like with here in New York. I mean, considering the amount of people that come here, especially for 4th of July, I mean, there's bullshit here.
Oh, there is.
But
there's cool stuff.
NYPD really has their shit together when it comes to locking shit down. They are really good. You guys
are like in New York City, yeah.
Yes,
yeah,
we
we're
are.
like in the heart of it. Like if they're gonna do something, the Statue of Liberty, like we could walk out probably maybe a few hundred yards, and we could probably go see it if we look downtown, and we're right by the Intrepid.
Exactly.
Space or the museum.
Yeah, you guys got museums all over the place.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
We can see the Empire State Building. We're not far from being able to see the Chrysler Building. You know
where Sully landed that airplane on the Hudson?
In 2008. Yeah, in the Hudson River.
Oh yeah.
Right where he landed that plane. He landed right a little bit north of where we are, but he wound up maybe 2 blocks down from where we are.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's pretty cool.
That's crazy.
And my friend Will was saying, because he's a pilot, they said they did what he did in a simulator a lot.
Yeah.
Every time it crashed. Every time it crashed, no survivors. They don't know how still don't know how he did.
So
and of course he says, well, it wasn't just me, it was my team.
The hand of God was with him.
But I understand what he's saying. It wasn't me. It was my team. Yeah. They didn't panic. His co-pilot didn't, freak out. He didn't freak out. And
it was the whole team was able to do it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's with one of our guys here, he didn't know if he was going to come back. I'm like, you know what, dude? I says, you didn't panic. That's the most important thing. Ooh, right. I like that. Crazy, right? That is kind of crazy.
And I have a picture of me standing next to it. It's like as tall as I am. I have like serious hand right there.
You can't live your life in fear, you know?
Yeah, very true.
Can't live your life in fear.
Nope. The
But
moment
so,
you do, the other side wins.
You better believe it. Yep.
mm,
I hate to sound, cliche, but if terrorists win, evil wins. Whatever you want to plug in there, whatever word you want to plug in wins. You're right.
well, it's
The bad guys, the other guys, whatever you want to use, you're right.
Yeah, well, it's the whole Henry Ford quote. Of course, Henry Ford had more than his fair share of flaws. But he has a great quote. In addition to creating automobiles, he also has a great quote saying, "Whether you think you can or you think you can't, you're right."
That's a really good one.
See, I like that one.
You know what failure is?
What's that?
Successful attempts.
All right. I like that. Failure is successful attempts. That works.
Yep.
I successfully found out what was not going to work. Let me try something else now.
And that's the bad thing I think about like today's kids when they're growing up, how parents don't want them to fail. And when, if they look like they're going to go fail, they come running into the school. They're blaming the teacher. They're blaming the education system. They're blaming this one. Sometimes, again, mission failed successfully.
Mission failed successfully.
Exactly.
Yes,
Sometimes,
exactly.
you know what? All kids aren't going to get into Harvard.
It's true.
Some of them are going to be plumbers making $300,000 a year. My cousin, I just saw my cousin in Florida. She lives in a town near where I grew up in New Jersey. And her husband, Charlie, is a welder, a union welder. And he got out of the Navy.
Go Union.
And he was a Navy SEAL. And when he got out of the Navy, he was an underwater welder. And then he was he still worked for the union. And he's going to retire in another year and a half or so.
Good for him.
Point being is, I don't even have to say the kind of money he's making. And she's a teacher. Like she's got all these degrees and everything else like that. So she's a successful teacher. But point being is, she was saying, Charlie does all our own work and this, that, the other thing. Except for electrical, there gets to be a point where now you call an electrician. She goes, first of all, we couldn't get an electrician to come in. We got an electrician sent an apprentice here.
Okay.
To the house to do what we needed to do. $250 an hour.
Okay.
And we were lucky to get him. And my dad was like, well, did you hire him? She's like, if I would have said no, we wouldn't have been able to do what we needed to get done.
All right. There you go.
That's again, not an electrician, an apprentice. $250 an hour.
Man, that is something.
So.
And Luna says you get paid bank for jobs that don't require a degree. Weird.
Yeah, I think it's getting back to being a pilot. I don't think you need a college education to be a pilot, which I agree with.
Okay.
You need flight hours.
Yeah.
If you I watch the Smithsonian Channel once in a while, and they're
they have some good shows.
Especially on early in the morning, they have where planes have crashed, and they have to get all the parts from that plane, and they figure out.
Luna said, I got to take off, guys. Always good to see you. Have a great night. Good to see you, too.
You too, Luna. Hey, send us a picture with you. Send us, and you too, crazy lady, send us a picture with you guys in the shirts so we could put it on.
Absolutely.
On episodes. But they recreate the crash and they figure out what went wrong.
Yeah.
And when they're saying is like, oh, so and so the main pilot, he had X amount of hours just in that plane.
Wow.
So again, they don't just hop from plane to plane.
Yeah.
Like you're in a 747, that's your plane.
You know how to fly.
Your Airbus 320, whatever it is, that's your plane. You're going to have a shit ton of hours in. So you're going to know if it's upgraded from last year. Yeah. You're going to know the little nuances and you're never going to
recognize what's different.
Yeah, you're going to know the feel of it. You're going to know what's right and what's wrong. You're not going to be like a car going from a BMW to a pickup truck to. So, yeah, you can drive,
But
you know,
driving
something
a
on
car
four
is
wheels.
totally different than driving a semi.
Or just saying,
Yeah.
cars and trucks are different, and
Yeah.
every car is different.
Yeah.
You know,
Same thing as
so
driving a car is different
if you're
than
driving
an
the
SUV
same
or a pickup.
plane, you know, you're good to go.
Yeah.
And it's a certain amount of hours. So I think that's always good too.
Yeah, I agree.
But yeah, Crazy Lady and Lunar Lena's, they got to send us pictures of them in the shirts.
Absolutely, I agree.
And Humble Dog for that matter.
That would be cool.
And who's SPR sub? They never got into it yet, right?
No, we didn't get to talk to SPR sub yet.
No. Jimmy's in the shower along with Corey. See, look, Lunar Lena says we're not following her. I know that's bullshit.
That is so weird.
See, let me see.
SPR sub, yep, we're following them. Corey and
I know we're following him.
Crazy Lady following.
See, nope, didn't show us as following her. Let me see Humble Dog. Oh my God, it doesn't show Humble Dog.
That is so annoying.
It shows us that we're not following Humble Dog. That is
now we are
nuts. And I feel bad because what's his face? Elgato. I was like, oh, they disconnected me.
It's like, no, we did not. Everybody got cut.
Oh, SPR is driving.
All right, that's all right, SPR sub.
But that's even worse. If you're driving, why do you type it? Or is it voice maybe typing?
That's a possibility. I would hope. That's safer.
Where's SPR sub from?
Yeah,
I want to say... hold on, don't tell me. I want to say on the East Coast. Not the middle of the country and not the West Coast. I want to say the East Coast. Like Michigan. Not as far... Michigan would be the line in the sand.
Okay, so like the Midwest.
No, from Michigan over to, Jersey.
Yeah.
That and then, north to south, east to west.
Okay.
Like square.
Yeah. Because I know Michigan is part of the Midwest, but I
Hey,
get what you're saying.
Not in my world.
Is that right?
I'm telling you, I can't. If I'm gonna cut like a square, a big square, the United States, without Alaska in it.
Okay, why not Alaska? What about Hawaii? Is Hawaii in it?
What about it?
What about Puerto Rico? Is Puerto Rico part of it?
And what do you want to know about Puerto Rico?
I want to know if they're all part of that. And I said more west than Crazy Lady.
More west than Crazy Lady. Oh, so you're in California then, or Washington? No, because I know Crazy Lady is in Washington. Yes.
Oh, I'm trying to remember.
Yes. Yeah, because I remember she had me had us go to that website where they have all those concerts, those cool concerts.
Oh yeah.
In
Washington.
Or was that Oregon? It was either Washington or Oregon.
Oregon, yeah.
I wonder if they say it Oregon or Oregon.
It's Oregon.
Oregon?
Yeah.
Like when I used to live in Bethlehem, Pennsylvania. What was it called? Bethlehem?
Yeah.
Bethlehem.
It's that same kind of thing.
Bethlehem.
There you go.
2 syllables. Bethlehem.
There you go. Like I know where I grew up, there was it was a county it wasn't the county I grew up in, but there was a county that was not that far away. That was Oregon County, and I remember being corrected, like it's Oregon. I said no, this is Oregon here. Like, well, the state is Oregon. Like, oh, okay.
And that's weird how your taskbar on the bottom here, it said accident on Route I-278.
Okay.
It just was there.
And where is I-278?
278 is just out of the Lincoln Tunnel.
Oh.
Yes, ma'am.
Hello, I'm back. Sorry about that.
It's okay.
Welcome back, Crazy
I'm in
Lady.
Washington State.
That was it.
And it's the Gorge, G-O-R-G-E.
That's what it is, Gorge.
Yes.
That's the
that is so
stage.
Fabulous.
But now, just like I saw an article before, it said that the Eagles are going to be touring.
They played here.
I'm sorry?
They played here before.
Okay, but I just saw an article that said that the Eagles are going to be playing their last tour. But they can't play their last tour because Glenn Fry's dead.
Well, it's like the Dead Company, okay? Like what Garcia, one other dude is dead. That's why they changed the name.
Okay.
I don't know. I mean, I think Oh, what was he like? No, he was the lead singer though, wasn't he?
Who?
Yeah.
The guy that died with the Eagles.
Oh, Glenn Fry. He was one of the lead singers. There's Glenn Fry, which I liked. He did like Smuggler's Blues. He had a lot more talent than the other guy.
Oh.
No, there's another guy. You're right. That's the singer too. It's
Acting.
yeah, and acting too,
I-
right? But the other guys, for the life of me, I can't remember his name because it's. Um, but he had Boys of Summer. You know that song. Uh,
What?
Don Henley. Don Henley.
John Henley. Yeah.
Okay.
Don Henley. That's who everybody thinks is the lead singer, but Glenn Fry was a lot of the
Okay.
songs too.
I was just thinking it's I know it's not the same, but it's within the same kind of realm, cut from the same cloth. Like there's still, even though Scott Weiland had passed away a few years ago, there's still the Stone Temple Pilots still go on tour. They have a new guy as their lead singer. I haven't heard them yet since Scott Weiland has passed, because again, the Stone Temple Pilots I know were Scott Weiland's Stone Temple Pilots. I can't imagine Stone Temple Pilots without him. Just like Velvet Revolver. Again, Velvet Revolver with Scott Weiland. And of course Slash, everybody from all the rest of the band of Guns N' Roses except for Axl Rose.
That was sad.
Along with Scott Weiland. Yeah.
Don't ever. Okay.
I guess it's,
if you have like when growing up, the whole Axl thing.
Yeah.
I saw him here. Yeah, I wish I didn't because it like totally like ruined like a whole bunch of fantasies I had.
oh, that's a shame.
I was like, no.
Well,
Did he look unwell?
They do have that saying, don't ever meet your heroes.
Yeah. It's true.
Now, Neil Fallon still looks good. I don't care. And he's the lead singer for Clutch. Oh, my God. I'd marry that guy.
All right.
But now, one of my favorite Eagles songs is, I Can't Tell You Why. I can't tell you why.
Oh, yeah, I do know that one.
And Don Henley or the other guy don't sing it.
Really?
It's the bass player. The guy who's actually
guys.
sings it.
How about that?
What's up, Corey?
Welcome back, Corey.
But he actually, his name's Rick something. He actually sings that song.
Okay. That's
Don
cool.
Henley and Glenn Fry doesn't sing that song. That's my favorite song. So it's kind of funny to me that worked out like that. And then with Springsteen, when Clarence died, Clarence Clemens.
May you rest in peace.
Did Clarence Clemens ever go up to the Gorge Amphitheater by You Crazy Lady?
I'm here.
I can't imagine that. You've seen him?
Who, the Eagles?
No, Bruce Springsteen.
Oh, Bruce Springsteen. No, I have never seen Bruce Springsteen.
Oh,
I do like
my
his
God.
music, though.
I've seen him a few
You
times.
can have that if you can fit it.
It's such
Merry Christmas.
Oh, it's right. There's my name still on the ground.
Happy birthday to you.
Speaking of a legend. Yeah.
It's just, yes, an icon.
Yeah, he's an icon.
Yeah. He, when Clarence Clemens died,
Yeah.
that his nephew,
Yeah.
Clarence Clemens' nephew,
He can horn.
filled his shoes
Yeah.
like,
Oh.
yeah,
He can blow.
man.
Wow.
When Bruce had said, "Come on," brought him up on stage. Yeah,
He can
everybody's,
play.
man, woo.
His
Yeah.
nephew with a sax.
Yeah. Yeah, I can imagine how nervous he was.
Because, like you said, those are big shoes to fill, but
Yeah.
he filled them.
I remember reading an interview to where he's like, "Man, I'm glad my mother made me take them saxophone lessons."
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Most definitely.
But how about Meatloaf? How about Crazy Lady? You ever see Meatloaf?
No, I haven't seen Meatloaf.
May he rest
May
in
he
peace.
rest in
too.
peace.
Yeah.
You remember Bad Out of Hell coming out, right?
I remember
Bad Out of Hell was
that.
just that
He was
album.
a singer, though. He had a strong voice from day one.
Oh yeah. Oh,
You
that
know?
guy has some range. He from that album, from the first second of that album to the last second of that album, is the perfect album. Just like Electric Light Orchestra, ELO, they can't make a bad song.
My husband loves
You know?
ELO. He loves that.
ELO is the best. Out of the Blue, when that double album came out, same thing. I did not hear a bad song on that entire either album on either side. Did not have a bad song. Yeah. So, who else?
Sorry, I had to say, tell the next shift, have a good evening, and flip off one of the guys that works.
Okay.
I said, hey, you left this lying around, and it was a bird.
That's all right, crazy lady. And we were just getting ready to wrap up anyways.
Yeah.
But it's always good seeing you on here, and it's good seeing you too on here, Corey Knight and Humble Dog.
Do you know who I miss singing?
Who?
Who do you
lead
miss?
for Queen. The lead for Queen.
Yes, Freddie
Mercury.
Mercury.
Yeah. Yeah, that's one,
You know the whole track, baby.
Yeah. And I still want to see Pink Floyd. I'm hoping I can still see Roger Waters at some point.
Okay.
Even though he's as crazy as a fucking.
Yeah, that's
he's
not
crazy as a fucking whatever.
Yeah,
before he really fucking loses it. Yeah. Hopefully, I could see him.
No, he was just intelligent. He was musical. He's musical muse. He's a god.
It's true, but then lately he's been
walking around in a Nazi uniform on stage and making fun of Anne Frank and stuff. It's like, dude, what do you?
What
Shut
happened?
the fuck up and make music.
Yeah, what happened?
Shut up and make music. That's what you got to do.
You're so gifted. What happened?
You know?
Yeah.
No one cares what your favorite color is or what you think about this. Shut up and make music, bitch.
There you go. And it's funny. It would be the whole. I was gonna say your favorite color wouldn't be so bad, but the whole promoting Nazi ideology. Oh no! What are you doing?
Don't care.
Maybe he's trying to make a statement. Like that we haven't seen yet. Maybe we're missing something.
But you know what? I'll give you that. I'll give you that. Sing it to me. Put it in a song. That's what you have to do. Again, that's you know your fucking sweet spot.
You want to write more music.
Right. Just go in the studio. I don't care what you wear or if you don't wear anything. Put it in a fucking song. And then I might get on board with it. That's all you have to do. I don't care what your favorite cereal is, or what your TV show is, if you're hot or you're cold. I'm not your manager, your agent. I'm a fan. Make good music and shut the fuck up. But wait, I don't mean to say it like that.
Yeah.
Obviously,
it's okay.
Right. But you obviously have to open your mouth to sing or do whatever you have to do. But do what you have to do in the studio and don't care, about anything else. Stay out of politics.
I'm not laughing at you, Timmy. I'm laughing with you, seriously.
No, I know.
Because
I totally get it.
Because I know it's the whole. I know what it's. All these guys, like these fucking baseball and basketball players, they on Twitter. It's like, oh my god, did you just really write that on Twitter? Or because I used to work at this one hotel right here in Times Square. And these rookies, they'd sign with the Yankees, and their managers would take them out to the strip club there, and they'd bring them home at 3, bring them back to the hotel 3 a.m. And I'm like, you have the worst manager ever. It's taking you to a fucking strip club at 3 a.m, and you're a Yankee, dude. Steinbrenner organization ain't gonna go for that, man. They're gonna cut you faster than a fucking, Derek Jeter. Never catch him at a strip club.
I flew into New York. That's like all that it was. I didn't get to go out and see anything. Yeah, that's a very interesting town.
It is.
Very historical.
It has its pockets of different,
Yeah. It's like you guys have the world in one city.
Yeah, I could go 20 blocks north and be in little Havana.
That's pretty cool. I don't know if I could deal with all the people that close in, that much, energy. That would probably.
I know what you mean, but I think it's that I could deal with it because I know where I don't want to be, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
It's like with you, I'm sure if I'm going from your house to the amphitheater, if I say, "Oh, crazy lady, look at that neon place. That looks like a really cool diner to eat." You're like, "Oh, you don't want to go there, Tim? No, don't. I'll take you to a place you really want to go." I'm like, "Why? It looks really good." It is, but there's a bunch of scumbags there or whatever. You know.
Oh yeah.
You know where to go. And it's like that with me. It's like I know where I don't want to be. So
Right.
it's like from,
I
from
very
point A to
rarely go
point B is
anywhere.
never point A to point B is never a straight line.
Right.
So
But it's the journey that's the most fun.
it is, man. It is. I leave my trail of breadcrumbs the best I can.
Hey, GP. What's
What's that?
up? I was saying hi to GP.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, we're gonna call it. So
Well, you guys have an awesome rest of the evening. A
you
good,
too, hon. And we'll talk to you tomorrow.
Yes,
All
I will
right.
try
Thanks,
to.
everybody. Okay, no problem. Tell Mom I said hi.
I will.
All right. Good night, everybody.